if all the seawater on Earth turned into fresh water, what would happen? At that moment, the Earth's freshwater crisis would be completely resolved. However, most humans would be unaware of the danger quietly approaching. After one day, many marine organisms would start dying one after another. Over billions of years of evolution, fish cells have fully adapted to the osmotic pressure of seawater. So, once the seawater turns into fresh water, their body tissues would be completely destroyed. After 1 week, most plankton and algae would begin to disappear. According to research, 70% of the Earth's photosynthesis is done by algae in seawater. Therefore, if all the algae in the ocean disappeared, the Earth's oxygen would decrease by more than 70%. Moreover, the decay of these algae would release a large amount of methane, producing more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Land plants and animals would also be greatly affected, exacerbating the greenhouse effect and plunging the Earth into a vicious cycle. After 1 month, all marine life would be dead, and seafood in cold storage would be nearly depleted. Coastal fishermen would be almost entirely unemployed, and the entire marine industry chain would begin to collapse. After 1 year, the Earth's climate would undergo massive changes. The disappearance of salt would reduce the density of seawater, so there would no longer be ocean currents to regulate the climate. Extreme weather near the equator would become more frequent, with unprecedented storms and heavy rains occurring on all 7 continents. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions would follow due to increased Earth activity. In just 1 year, the Earth would no longer be suitable for human survival. Thus, the salt in the ocean plays a crucial role in maintaining Earth's balance. In fact, the early oceans did not contain as much salt as they do now. 4.5 billion years ago, Earth's crust had just cooled from a hot state, and the atmospheric temperature gradually dropped, forming water vapor. This led to frequent heavy rains, and many water flows converged, eventually forming the primitive ocean. These water flows, while converging into the ocean, continuously eroded the soil and rocks along the way, decomposing them and producing various salts. Geological activities at the ocean floor also dissolved some salts into the seawater. Over time, the amount of salt in the ocean increased. Scientists have estimated that if the salt in the seawater were evenly spread across the Earth's surface, it could stack up to the height of a 40-story building. Despite the high salt content in seawater, the Atlantic Ocean is already beginning to desalinate due to global warming. Desalination of seawater directly changes ocean currents, with colder seawater flowing towards the equator and warmer seawater flowing towards the poles, indirectly accelerating the melting of polar glaciers. Glacier melting not only raises sea levels, threatening many coastal cities, but also reduces Earth's freshwater resources. Today, water scarcity has become a significant issue we need to face. Humans have made great efforts to find usable water resources, such as the emerging seawater desalination technology. Although it can alleviate the freshwater crisis to some extent, this technology still requires a lot of manpower and electricity. Moreover, the boiled water after desalination is discharged back into the ocean, forming a vicious cycle and greatly affecting marine life. So, in essence, seawater desalination is not the fundamental solution to water scarcity. The most effective measure is to conserve and cherish the dwindling water resources. Only by doing so can we protect the Earth and ensure the better proliferation of human beings.